Hi folks, this weekend has been a big weekend with the updates from Reiza, and also the new roadmap's out. It's looking amazing. If you've just clicked on this video because you want to know how good the new GINETTA G40 Cup car is, but you haven't got an hour to spare, then don't worry, you don't have to watch this video. All you need to know is, in a nutshell, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, don't even bother watching the rest of this video. Fire up AUTOMOBILISTA 2 right now and start driving it. For those of you who want to stick around and find out why it's so good, or at least why I think it's so good, then here you go. I said in my last video, which is a very short, under 10-minute video, that I was going to do a long, in-depth video for this car because it deserves its own video. This is it. And if you're going to stick around and watch the whole video, please think about giving me a like on the little like button, or a dislike if you don't like anything I say. If you do dislike it, please also tell me why in the comments. There's always stuff I can do better or stuff that I get wrong. So also, if you want more videos, subscribe to my channel. Anyway, with that out of the way, I can promise you this. I was recording for a good 45 minutes, and I did not get bored. Not once. So hopefully you won't. If at the moment you've got an hour to spare, maybe you just got home from work, you're too tired to sim race, as I get sometimes, you just want to lay down and watch something, open a bag of popcorn, watch this, and hopefully at some point you'll see how much fun I was having and why this car's so good, and it'll wake you up, and you'll go, right, I'm awake now, and jump into AUTOMOBILISTA and start driving it, because yeah. It's I will give you a quick warning. I was so excited to try this car today. I didn't do my usual ritual of I forgot to do my usual ritual of switching off all my background processes. So Norton at one point in this video gets in the way and causes a bit of a stutter. It's very momentarily, but I recorded this footage raw, and I've decided to give it to you anyway because I want you to come on this journey with me. I'm going to shut up. Here you go, and obrigado, Reiza. Knocked it out of the park. Really have. Nice one.
Right, so I said in my last video that this car, the new GINETTA G40 Cup, deserved its whole own video, and I've been sitting here practicing getting used to it in preparation for that, and I've just thought, actually, no, I'm going to start recording now, because I kind of to want you to sort of come through this experience with me. So this is going to be a long one. This is not going to be one of my quick 5-10 minute videos. This is going to be a long one because I think this car deserves some proper attention. I'm so chuffed to have it. I watch it on Motorsports UK, which is often on late at night, early in the morning, depending on how you look at it. And I see these things going around Alton Park and various other tracks in the UK. So I've chosen Alton Park for this. The last time I saw it was at Alton Park in the wet. I'm going to do this one in the dry just to get used to the car. But I'm loving this machine. I'm focusing on the Cup car. Obviously you've got the Cup car and the GT5 version. But I'm just loving this. It's 150 brake horsepower and weighing in at just over 2,000 pounds. It's just got such a wonderful power to weight ratio. And I'm loving the fact that it's got this 5-speed box, so I've got the excuse to use my H shifter down here. Now, I've been, I want to set it up for a race, but I'm going to use a little bit of qualifying just to talk through the car, because in the race we can get talking about the car over and done with, and have a look at how good or not the AI are now with the new update, and just really enjoy this thing. So I've been trying doing some qualifying with the opponent level set at 95, and they're too fast for me. I set it down to 90. They're too 85. They're too slow for me. So I'm going to drop that down to 90. I've got my aggression at 100 because I'm a masochist. But I explained why that's at 100 in my last video. So let's see if I can get a decent time. Hopefully end up somewhere at the back end of the pack, or possibly mid pack at 95, and we'll just talk about this this great little car. You know, this is from GINETTA Juniors. So it's youngsters driving these cars. I've already got my setup planned here. It's youngsters driving these cars usually, and they've got just enough power to weight ratio, just enough torque to get loose, but not so much that you know, they're reasonably safe, but they're just great. So just to let you know, all I've done with this, I've set myself up for 6 laps for the qualifying, so not too much fuel. The only thing I've done with the setup is I've changed the brake bias forward in here. Usually I'd muck about with that on my steering wheel whilst driving, but this car doesn't have in-car brake bias, so you have to do it from the setup. So all I've done is I've taken that a couple of steps towards the back, just because I found I wanted a little bit more trail braking out of the car. And let's see, what did I do with the suspension here? I think I did up the anti-roll bar by 10 Newton meters, or down from 40 to 10, just to give it. I'm not sure if I did that. It was either that or I changed the roll bar. Anyway, it's basically bog standard, pretty much, with a tiny tweak. So this is me getting to know the car, and I want you to sort of come on this journey with me. If you're interested, if you're not, you won't stick around for the rest of the video, will you? So here we are, coming out of the pits at Alton Park. Let's see what kind of time we can get. Now, like I said, I'm loving this car, and sometimes, you know, you'll watch a car on the racing on television, you'll get an idea of how it handles from watching it go around the track, what drivers say about it, that sort of thing. And then you'll find one day it'll come along in your favourite sim, and you'll be really excited, and you get in it, and it's, you know, a complete. It's not quite where you'd like it to be. This is brilliant. This is kind of how I expect. You know, I've never driven one of these cars. I'm probably liking it because it's you know, the cars I've ever owned are pretty low horsepower, and they've all been manual H-pattern shifters, so that's probably one reason I'm liking it. But and the other thing is, with it being, you know, not too powerful, you can have a lot of fun with it. I remember an episode of Top Gear where James May was, you know, decided to go and throw a low-powered family hatchback about, just to show how much fun you could have without, you know, you could push it hard without any risk of it killing you. This car's a bit like that. So anyway, I did mention in the last video also that Reiza have already fixed the gears. It came out with 6 gears, it's supposed to have 5. It does have 5 now. It's nicely balanced, this car. So, I mean, obviously you've got the engine at the front, but you've got rear wheel drive, so, you know, without doing too much research on the car, I assume the diff's at the back. The weight does seem really evenly balanced. You know, if you get it out of shape, you can notice that there's more weight at the front when you get really out of shape. You know, if you go for a spin, there's a point at which the back end will sort of accelerate round. But it's great. It's got, from what I've found, as I completely over rev 4th gear there, it's got, from what I've found, oversteer and understeer in not too large amounts, but enough to have a bit of fun with. You know, it's safe, but it's on the edge of being not entirely safe. And I should imagine once I step up to the GT5 version with the 6-speed sequential, it's got a little bit more horsepower. That'll be a nice gradual step up. But yeah, I'm very happy with this one for the moment. The car model is good, and also I love the fact that the speedo here is in miles per hour. just because, you know, that's what I'm used to, being from the UK. I'm okay with kilometers per hour, and I know roughly what speed I'm doing in miles per hour. But that's just a little personal thing. You know, I understand it's not the car for everyone. I tested it out on a server late last night and invited one of my Steam friends along, and after a while they were like, yeah, not my kind of car. They gave it a damn good go, had a couple of races with me. But yeah, I mean, certain people, you know, some people like front wheel drive, some people like rear wheel drive. That's not a reflection on the quality of the car from Reiza. Just wasn't his sort of car. This is, you know, I quite like a lot of the cars. I do like tin tops. This one I'm really enjoying. I'm, you know, loving. Just, I've always thought the Ginettas are very nice to look at. They're very pretty cars. Even like the name Ginetta. God, I sound like I'm falling in love, don't I? I possibly am. But yeah, the way this thing handles, the speed of it, and this car on this track, brilliant. It does over rev a little bit at the top of 5th gear if I'm say at Brands Hatch. I've tried it at Brands Hatch, and Brands Hatch got a much longer straight, so you can get right to the top of 5th gear. You get to the end of the gear, but you do find that the engine's got more to give, so might have a look at seeing if you could extend the ratio of 5th gear. In fact, hopefully if I remember before we go for the race, I'll just have a look to see if that's possible. But yeah, and like I say, I haven't played. It does have an adjustable diff under power and coast, and there are adjustments you can do with the suspension as well. And it's a car without traction control or ABS, and I do like that. I've always liked cars without traction control and ABS, although I am a fan of the GT3s. I like those, but I tend to. It's different if I go on a server, because of course a lot of people, everyone are going to be using the ABS and traction control. But if I'm offline, I will deliberately set my race with the AI at a skill level that I can cope with, where I'm driving with that. I'm driving a GT3, but with the traction control and ABS off. A lot of fun, that. But yeah, the handling of this car, the feel of it, the balance is very, very enjoyable. And whoops. Note to self, don't down change too early whilst cornering, especially whilst hitting the outside curb. I love the fact that with this manual box you can short shift, and there have been a couple of times whilst I've been practicing around here that I've short shifted from 4th to 2nd without flipping the throttle on a heel and toe, and it's the backhanders, shall we say, warned me not to do that, so I'm going to do it now from 5th to 2nd. There we go, with a bit of heel and toe. 2nd gear is good for this corner. I do find at this track that you're a bit of a quandary as to whether on some of the tighter corners to be in 2nd or 3rd. It's got kind of enough torque to stay in 3rd sometimes, but you get that little bit more acceleration out of 2nd. But then you're going to have to be changing up back 3rd again really quickly. Just driving this car, I mean, look at the smile on my face. This is making me a happy little terrorist. The car also at this track, I haven't driven Alton Park in a while, but it is a track I always come back to. I love it, but it's one of those tracks, you know the phrase, you know, it's like riding a bike, it always comes back. It does with this, but with this track, if you've not been on it on a while, you can sort of, you do have to get used to it again, because there are, oh, I've changed into fifth accidentally there when I meant to go third. There are areas of the track you can use, areas of the track with more runoff that you can use, that you sort of forget, and you go, oh, that's why my lap times are drastically different. Forgotten about that bit of netting on the corner at say this corner here. I forgot that you can actually use quite a lot of the outside here, because over the curb you've got netting after the curb as well, so you can get two wheels out there on the grass without them being actually on the grass. But I'm finding this car incredibly enjoyable. You know, as I said, it's got just enough torque, so when, there you go, the back end slowly coming round there in third gear around that bank sharp corner, but it's not a case of you put your foot down and the back end will come right out. It's got just enough torque to let you have a little bit of wiggle room, but not mean that you've got to have the best accelerator control in the world to not lose it. Talking of accelerator control, by the way, if you would like much better control and much better range of control over your accelerator and brake pedals, if you like, I will do a video on that, because there's a little tweak within AUTOMOBILISTA which can basically let you hold the revs wherever you want in the rev range. You could actually make the car sing a song with the sound of the revs, because I know a few people have found that you breathe on the accelerator and the revs go all the way up. You can solve that. Anyway, that's for another video. Same with the brake pedal as well. Oh yes, talking about the brakes in this car, I have seen, oh there we go, down changed into second when I should have stayed in third, or gone to third. I think I was in fifth there. Bad terrorist tarmac. So yeah, the brakes. Now I've seen some people saying there's a weird sound on the brakes. I don't know if that's on this GINETTA or the GT5 version. I've not really experienced that, but I didn't have time to read what was being said enough. Now the brakes by default on this car are at 90% pressure. I've taken them down to just about 88. So I've just taken off a little bit of pressure. What you will find in this car is that if you come out of the pits and you're driving rather slowly and you hit the brakes, it will lock up rather quickly. And that might lead you into thinking, oh god, the brakes are wrong in this car. You breathe on the pedal and it locks up. Well, no. See, one of the things that I really like about AUTOMOBILISTA 2 is the way the brakes work. They've really got brake fade and oh, there we go. Brake fade and the way the brakes work under heat, really, really well done. You can really, if you play with the setups and you play with the amount of ducting that you use to cool the brakes, you can make them act very differently depending on what you do with them. Now, like I said, when you come out of the pitch, you go at low speed, you sound on the brakes, you can make it lock up quite early. Now, my mother has a little Kia hatchback, and if I get in that, and the first time I got in that, I put my foot on the brake pedal. It was quite a light brake pedal, and immediately the car came to a halt, and I just thought, you breathe on this thing, and it's, you know, how does she drive this? But then you know, you take up to normal speeds, and they get, you know, you have to press quite a lot harder. In this car, once you're up to racing speeds, which is, you know, what the brakes are designed to cope for, you have to use more pressure. You can still lock them up, but you use, it feels like just the right amount of pressure. So I think Reiza have got that right. I really do, because obviously they're designed to be used at high speed. Let's just have a look, seeing I've been going around the track now. They are quite cool. If I turn my HUD on here, not they are quite cool. Although, having said that, oh, hello, bit of stutter there. I may have accidentally left Norton running, and that's probably now doing some background tasks. Damn. Oh, qualifying's over. How are we doing? I'm in 28th. Ha! I'm last. So at 95, what did we put it at? 90% skill level. I have been talking as well. I really should have been concentrating on getting a good lap in. I'm 3 seconds off pace. Over 3 seconds. Wow. Okay. Stop the car. There we go. Oh, I did hear that brake squeak there, but then I hear that. I hear that on these cars when I'm watching on the TV. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Quite like it. Right. So let's escape out of here. Really enjoying this. Thanks, Reiza. So return to pit box. Yeah. So let's see. The leader's doing mid 205s. Let's look at how embarrassingly badly I'm doing. 208.404. Oh, ridiculous. Okay. Right. So let's continue. Right. So I want this pit strategy because it's only a 15-minute race, so, and that one's set up to have no tyre changes. We won't be wanting to do that. So I'm gonna 15 minutes, just over 2 minutes a lap. I'm gonna want about 7.5 litres of fuel. Let's stick 9 in there to be on the safe side. No, we'll stick 10 on. No, 11 laps. 9. Yeah, I'm gonna stick a bit more in because this is a H pattern car, and depending on what I, do with my gearing, you can. It's much easier to overuse fuel in a car with manual clutch and gearbox because you tend to over rev and things like that. So I'm going to stick a bit more in there just to be safe, so we don't run out of fuel. Now what else was I going to look at? Let's go to the setup. Right, there's no duct opening adjustments here, so I can't adjust those to get the brakes a bit warmer. I do find around this track you're not braking very hard. It's got the type of... There's only a couple of corners where you're braking hard, but a lot of the corners you're just touching the brakes to get into them and then using them to just angle the car through. So I think that's why the brakes are staying cool at this particular track. Plus those non-adjustable ducts. Anyway, so now let's see what the AI are like with this car. This may not be very good because I may not be able to keep up with them, which won't show them off anyway. One thing to be said before I start the race, I do love single make racing. I really do. Even if I'm racing the GT3s, I tend to put one. I know a lot of people on servers hate this, but I tend to go identical cars, please, because it just makes the racing so close. And of course, I don't always do that with the GT3s because they got, the BOPs are quite even. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's race. Let's race. I'm really, really looking forward to this. So, anything I need to remember? No, let's go. Let's get the HUD off. And off we go. One thing I do like about this car, it's got a mirror which is very viewable from cockpit view, so I don't have to use my virtual mirror. Virtual mirror's got a bit of a weird FOV. Right, oh! There we go, okay, we're getting close! Me and the white and purple car to my right there. I've got my proximity locator on, just because, I usually do this test in VR, but for several reasons today I'm not. So, because I can't look around so much, it's useful to have the proximity indicator on. So, how are we gonna... Right, let's try and see if we can get up the inside here. No. Drop it down to second. Oh, the purple car, they're going for a move on the black car. The Fanatec car there. Purple and white car being Puma car by the looks of it. Oh, that's the advertising on it. Just hit that banked sausage curb there. That's what I love about this track. You really, it's got curves that you are meant to utilise. Okay, they're braking, I'm braking. I can really feel where the biting point is in this car, so I can get it just to the biting point and hold it there without locking out. It's great. Using a little bit of that torque to get the back end to rotate round there. It's quite good over the bumps as well. This is quite a bumpy track, and this car does. Oh, there we go. Made a place. I don't like the look left and right. I like the look left and right function, but in this game it doesn't look left instantly. I don't know if there's a... I haven't found a way to change the rate at which you look left. I need it to look left instantly. It sort of swings around a bit too slow, you know, like that. Right, so we've made a place. How far is he actually behind? It's quite close. See, even the real car mirrors make cars look a little bit further away than they really are. But the virtual mirrors much worse for that. A lot of that outside curb there. You do see, I do see the GINETTA. Oh, no, 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 no! Stupid, stupid boy! Look at that! Oh, don't use too much power. Don't let the back end go on the grass. Whew! Okay, that was a bit scary. Right. How embarrassing. Oh, down change way too early there. I'm going to try and catch up, guys. I'm going to brake as hard as I can. But try not to lose that back end. And as late as possible. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'd really love to do a live stream with these cars and have it posted somewhere where you guys can all know what time it's going to happen and get a load of us on track, run a server and live stream at the same time. Or just do a live stream where we just invite people along to talk about these cars. And AUTOMOBILISTA 2 in general, because Reiza are doing such a good job with it. Right, we're gaining, we're gaining. We're not gaining because the cars are a hell of a lot slower in the race than they are in qualifying. It's just that I really wasn't paying attention in qualifying, so I can probably do a lot better than I did in qualifying. Although, listen to me, I'm still waffling on. So you can just, with this car, you can just use the brakes, as I've got them set to, as you're coming into the apex, just slightly get the back end to come round, ever so slightly, and then you've got just enough power to get the back end to then rotate a bit more on exit with this car. It's got everything. It's got understeer and oversteer. Just the balance is fantastic. Really, really enjoying this. Right, try and use that curve on the inside there. Hold the speed. Alright. And yeah, you want to be braking. Oh! No, 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 no! Oh! Oh, dearie me. Tell you what. I'm going to do something, you know, that's pretty much my race over. I'm going to try that again. And I told you this was going to be a long one. And I'm going to try and... You guys just enjoy the race. I'll try and commentate as much as possible. I'm going to try and concentrate a little bit harder. And stay with the AI this time. Okay? So we can see what those AI are like. Okay? Right. Oh, talking... that's brought up an interesting point, actually. I'm glad that happened. I haven't noticed any damage modelling on these cars yet. They have physical damage modelling, I think. You know, as you can... You know, you will... If you hit something like that, your steering will go off, such and such. And obviously you can blow your engine, that sort of thing. But there's no visual damage modelling on these yet, so I've noticed. because I crashed one yesterday. And I am very interested, by the way, and this is just a general Automobilista 2 point. I'm very interested in the damage modelling in this sim, because I've seen evidence that in this sim, I mean, I'm no expert, I don't know anything about programming, but I've seen evidence that this sim's got the potential to do a lot more with damage, I think. I could be wrong. And I'd like to see a damage setting in this where it's as, you know, close to real life as possible. That's for another video. Let's try this race again. Right, I hope this will be enjoyable. Let's go. Right, I'm going to try and get in. They're very good on starts, the AI with these cars. Very good. We're 3 wide. Oh, braking a little bit too hard. Got one. Is that... Have I still got one to my right here? No, I'm in front of both of them. Sticking with me though. Someone's touched the grass there. There's a bit of dust come up, and on the inside there. Use that, the lip of that curb to pull the car around. So we've got the red and black car there in our mirrors, staying hot on our heels. Right, going to brake before the apex, then use the power to bring it round. Oh, locking up, locking up, locking up. Down the inside, doing better this time. Okay, so we got around the grey and black car nicely there. Already showing the AI there. They're very good when they're beside you. They come close. They don't give up as they used to, but they don't. They are aware of you. They're good at not hitting you if there's room. You know, they will hold their line to a certain extent. The grey cars drop back quite a bit there. There you go. He's not quite as far back as you think he is. If you actually use the look back buttons, those mirrors, to make him look quite a bit further away than he actually is. Right there. Right, stop concentrating on what's going on behind you, Tarmac. And yeah, he's on my bumper now. He's having a look around the outside. But I've got to block him so I can line myself up for this corner as I just touch the grass there. Oh, right, very close to the outside. And I can feel the slight lack of grip off the racing line there as well. On the outside of that corner, he's going to have a... He's oh! Sign going up in the air. Oh, I love that. Oh! Yeah, no, I didn't make it around that corner very well. Knew he was going to have a look up the inside. Good move by the AI there. Mr. Michelin. Black and grey GINETTA. Right. Oh! Very close to track limits there. But we've kept with the grey and black GINETTA. That power, sticking with him. Now these cars aren't big on slipstream because of course I'm only up to about 100 miles an hour here, so its slipstreaming will come into effect a little bit above 6. Oh, another big stutter there. Wish I'd have turned Norton off. Blooming Norton. Sorry about that, usually my videos have no stutters like that. I usually remember, it's just, I got... Oh. Okay, feather it, feather it, feather it. You can feather the throttle in this. Just to, oh! Didn't change up early enough. Can I outbrake him? Can I outbrake him? Oh, yeah! We've just had a slight paint swap there. You know, he's held his line. I'm pleased with that. There was a slight paint swap because, of course, he would have had to lose the corner completely. Though I shouldn't, you know, it's not a great place for me to overtake. So I think the AI showing a very good balance of doing enough, as much as they can to avoid you, but also not losing their place due to, you know, a bit of paint swapping. You know, they're showing some spunk. Right. Right, power out, power. Oh, a little bit sideways. See, that's the fun on. You know, I can get these a little bit sideways. It's just enough power to do that. Okay, right. Third gear, use the curbing. Red and black car. Drop back quite a way there. Probably because they lost some time trying to avoid me and some of the rough moves I've been pulling off. They're catching up though. Red and black car and the purple and white car there. Can I make a move? No. Not safely anyway, right. This is not a great spot for overtaking either as we come up to this tricky little chicane. Massive sausage. Can I get... Oh! Oh, I've touched his back end. My bad there, my bad. Imagine if that was online, you'd be pissed off with me, wouldn't you? He's getting away from me, and the red and... do you see my little mistake there? The red and the white car are catching up. Right. Oh no, going wide, going wide. Kept it in line though. AI are nicely spread about there, you know, they're not a train as well, they're looking for ways around each other. I've seen the AI have some incredible battles with each other. Oh! Right, that was difficult because one, I changed down into second gear when I should have stayed in third, and two, I had a big stutter from whatever Norton's doing in the background there. Damn you, Norton! And I've got real pressure now from behind. Insert innuendo here. Here he comes. He's going for a move, but I'm going to block him because I need the apex for that corner to set myself up for this one. So that's not, there's a block on it. It wasn't exactly a block, it's just me setting myself up for the corner. But I have right of way, I'm in front. But oh no, he is slipstreaming me. Now, before this last update, you just couldn't, you didn't get as much of this. Oh! He's going for a move! He's going for a move! He's on the inside! I can't keep the power down on the high lines, not so much grip round there. This is fantastic, this is awesome. Right, just remember that, yeah, to brake there, not going to the back of him, although he didn't brake as hard as the other car did. Oh, I want to try and get that position back. Too much brakes. Right, third gear, keep the power down. Oh, I just lifted off. It's got away a bit. I want to try and stay in the pack so we can see what the AI are like. I'm going to try and keep that power down. Yes! You've got to be so brave around that corner. And yes, it's paid off! It's paid off! Right, can I outbrake him without locking up too badly? Yes! Oh, completely fluffed my gears there. And there. But we've made a couple of places. Right. Getting quite high in the gears there. Around the right hand of fourth gear. He's dropped back a tad. I did get around that corner better than I have been doing previously, so use all the curb as they're doing as well. Good lines from the AI around here. yeah, as I was saying, I have seen the AI have some incredible battles between each other there. There's one going on with the grey car and the lime, yellow and green white car here, and the orange car. And with those battling together, it's given me a chance to catch up. That yellow and white car is trying to make moves, or the lime, let's call it the lime green car, is trying to make moves on the grey car there, which has slowed him down. Give me a chance to catch up. And, oh, track limits. Used a lot of the curve there, but I was going to go into the back of him if I didn't. I had the speed. Making ground, folks, making ground. No, don't lock up. Good. He's still there on the outside. Look at this side. Oh, so close the barrier there. Door-to-door racing going on now. Oh, I wish I'd set this up for a longer race. This is how much fun you can have. This is how good the AI. This is AI, for God's sakes. I'm starting to remember how to master that corner a little bit, and I'm starting to get around there a little bit. Oh, he's blocking me. He's just did a blocking move on me. Oh, oh, hold it. I just touched him. It's unsettled the car, changed down into second through the back end out. Been overtaken. The other two cars have taken advantage of that. This is fantastic racing. Oh yeah, we're side by side, door to door. I've always said this about sim racing. You know, the cars are virtual, but the racing is real. Come on, I've got to get a place back. I don't want to finish last. But I've got to be careful as well. I get carried away. So I'm going to spin out. I know what I like. I'll get too enthusiastic. And... oh, yeah. Using all of second gear there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. It's very easy. Oh, fluff the gears. Lost a bit of time. He's getting away. Come on! Oh, I've got to be more careful with those downshifts. Right, use all that curve. Use all the, oh no, too much outside curve. No, no, no. That was close. This to me is as good as an online race with a, you know, a good league with a decent bunch of drivers who are just a bit better than me. This is fantastic. I'm finding, you know, the AI are good enough to have on a, happily have on a server with you, as you can do with this sim. Whilst you've got real people as well, they provide good racing in their own right, and I should have stayed in third there. That corner is third. Come on. They're getting away. How are we doing? Brakes still not... oh, big stutter, big stutter, big stutter. Sorry, folks. That's... Norton, or possibly I've left Windows Update on. Stupid. Boy, don't, please don't. No, don't. Oh, well, unfortunately, that stuttering has really cost me. I never have that usually. Usually it's you know, before I'd make a video, I'd make sure all that other stuff is off. Or when I'm gaming, but I did get up today thinking I just want to go straight. I was so excited to get driving this car. Right, let's be cheeky and use one of our... just for the purpose of this video, we'll use one of our track cut warnings. There we go. I've set up for 3, so we'll just muller that chicane, take the shortcut, just catch up a bit. It's just for the purposes of the video. I wouldn't usually do that. And the game obviously did recognise it and told me off there. We've only got 25 seconds left, so this is probably going to be the last lap. So, sorry, I could have done with setting the AI down to possibly... Oh, no! Down to possibly, I don't know, we're at 90, so I could have done with setting them to maybe 88 or 87. But I think there's enough that's going on in this race that can give you a decent idea of what the AI are like now. Absolutely. Oh, no, we've got one more lap. Right, come on. And yeah, totally ate that outside curbing there, as I see the GINETTAs do a lot on television. Come on. Yes, pleased with that corner. Pleased with that corner. Oh, it'd be amazing not to finish in last, but look how far I've got to go in one lap. It's not going to happen, is it? Oh, come on, come on. Gives you a lot of luck there. Stay on that black stuff. Right, I'm quite good through the chicane, so maybe make a bit of time there. Oh, it's not going to happen, is it? Oh. I love this car over the limit, or just on the limit. It's just so pleased to have this car. Awesome job, Reiza. And the Amiga's coming, or as I know it, the Vauxhall Lotus Carlton over here in the UK. Oh, I can't wait. I've just seen that in the new roadmap. Can't wait for that. And we're going to come in last, but holy hell, have I just enjoyed the crap out of myself. And yeah, third gear, I said earlier. Going to mull it into second. And there we go, across the line. Oh. Oh, that was tremendously good fun. Well, if you've managed to make it to the end of the video, well done. And I hope that's provided you with some entertainment. Also, you know, a good look at the new car and the AI. I think they put up an amazing battle there and a bloody good fight, but also very, very good, very clean, but not shy of, you know, not having a little bit of contact, but you know, the kind of contact that's kind of allowable, and only once as well, and you know, on a corner I really shouldn't have overtaken on. It's absolutely brilliant. I think what I might do is do a follow-up video to this after I've done a bit more practice. I don't want to lower the AI level. I want to get better and get up to their speed. Do a bit more practice again at 95%. And see if I can't, you know, I usually spend quite a few days with a certain track or car combination. This has just sort of started at the end of last night and today, so and I've gone straight into it today, so I haven't had more than 10 minutes practice at each skill level. By the way, also, if you're liking my videos, if you're finding them informative or entertaining, please hit the like button if you like them. If there's something you don't like, hit the dislike button. But if you do hit the dislike button, do feel free to also tell me why in the comments, because, you know, I'm sure there are things I can do better. And I've got plenty of time to do these videos at the moment, you know. COVID-19 lockdown, no work. So this is, I've got a decent computer, and I can stream, I can make videos, so I can provide a bit of a service there and enjoy myself doing it, and I hope you're enjoying it too. Reiza Studios, knocking it out the park there again. Automobilista 2 just gets better and better. Looking forward to the rest of 2021. And hearing that the season past is going to extend slightly into 2020 or further than that. So, yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Really good. I love the car. I might even get out another video today after I've had a bit of practice. And yeah, I'd love to do a live stream, run a server. Let me know in the comments any thoughts that you have about any of the stuff that I've spoken about. And yeah, brilliant. Cheers for watching, and subscribe if you like the channel. Bye bye.